Welcome to the first annual horror horror podcast of Narsecond Beta Kentucky, where we do characters from franchises and put them in horror movie roles. This time we're doing Vantias as Dracula and Minato as Frankenstein. Back to back. Sorry about that. I had to include an evil laugh. Hi, my name is Narsecond Beta Kentucky.
I'm Vantias Diaz, and 'tis the season for that.
Yeah. Today we're gonna do Dracula, which I watched the other day, and while certain parts can be boring, what wasn't boring was Bela Lugosi as Dracula. At least in
Make
my
it clear that Minato is the doctor, not the monster in this.
right.
For this, we will have Menma in the Road to Ninja version of Naruto, which is Menma as the monster.
Right.
Naruto will come later.
Yes, and Kushida will play, Elizabeth. But first, we're gonna start with Dracula. It all starts in Transylvania. I don't know which part of Europe Transylvania is, but let's just say east of England. In a coach, a man named Sasuke.
Should we do his last name being the character's actual name?
Sure. How about Sasuke Renfield?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Named Sasuke Renfield.
Is he like a real estate agent?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Because he had the lease for Carfax Abbey.
Yeah. And then he had. First scene was when he was asking the coach to go slow.
It is the night of evil.
Yeah.
We must make it to the inn before nightfall.
Yeah, and he meets the innkeeper. They stop and he meets the innkeeper. The driver, he is afraid. He wants me to ask you, wait and go out there something. Well, I'm sorry, he said, but there's a carriage meeting me at Borgo Pass.
Borgo Pass at midnight.
Whose carriage? Count Dracula.
Count Dracula!
They all get fierce. Yes, to the castle? You mustn't go there.
They're vampires.
Vampires? Yes. Dracula and his
wives. They take the form of wolves and bats.
They live their coffins at night, and they feed on the blood of the living.
Well, that's just superstition.
Look, the sun. When it is gone, they leave their coffins. Come, we must go indoors. But what? Then he said, "I'm not afraid."
And then the lady gives him the cross.
Yeah.
Take this for protection.
Yeah. And Sasuke was like, okay. And you know what the sad part is? This part of the scene of Sasuke is far more likable than the real Sasuke.
Yeah. And I think we cut to the castle where the Count awakens.
And it's Vantias Dracula. His first name Vantias.
Count Vantias Dracula.
Yeah. God, my brains. I know he doesn't say that.
I know, but I feel like the silence just added to the atmosphere of it.
Yeah.
And his brides are Larxene,
Eno and Carrie. Yeah.
Who will play no part in this?
Right, so it's kind of pointless to have them there. But it's nice to have...
We see them so that it counts.
Yeah. And he makes it the castle with Dracula disguised as the
coach driver.
Yeah. And then he flies away. And then
Renfield would meet. Sasuke would have met the carriage there and handed his stuff to the coach.
Yeah. And then he enters Drek, and inside, and I can see the atmosphere feeling cold.
Yeah.
And then,
He's like, hey, this is a cheery place.
yeah, and then enters Drek. He says his most famous line.
I
I
am
am
Dracula. I bid
Well,
you welcome.
then they hear wolves. Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
The
Then
spider spinning his web with a fly.
the blood is life, Mr. Renfield. But, well, yes, but please call me Sasuke. Of course, Sasuke. I'm sure you will find this part of my castle more inviting. Oh, well,
You take my coat and my hat? Of course.
yeah.
All of your luggage has been brought up. I did not know if you would be hungry, so I had something prepared.
Yeah. And I follow instructions implicitly. Excellent, Mr. Redfield. Excellent. Or as I like to get excellent. So I had to do Mr. Burns,
Yeah.
which is funny because he was Dracula in one a Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah. He made the Gary Oldman look work better.
Yeah. But I've never seen the Gary Oldman one.
It's okay. I feel it just drags a lot.
Right. Anyway, yeah, everything is ordered now. Sign your. Here's
I
the
have the
lease.
lease here. I gotta look it over. I didn't know how many labels to bring for your luggage. I am only bringing
Take it
3 boxes.
boxes. I have chartered a ship. That'll take us to England. We will be leaving tomorrow evening.
I kind of like he emphasized the evening.
Yeah, me too. I don't. I only hit Lugosi can be Dracula.
Yeah, he's the best. So I think each one brings their own unique version.
Yeah. I hope you find this bit comfortable.
Well, then we skip the part where Renfield got cut and we
Yeah.
zoom in on Dracula.
Yeah, and he said it's just a small
This
cut. No
is
big deal.
old wine. Aren't you drinking? I never drink wine.
Well, it's delicious. And Sasuke asks, say, these people call you a vampire. Is that true? Is it, no, I don't drink the blood. He says, and I also heard rumors about vampires that sparkle.
I know nothing of this sparkling vampire you speak of.
Yeah, well, I've read this story about this girl that falls in love with a vampire, and she was okay with that he was a vampire, and he sparkled, and he stalked her and spunk. I'm sorry, I just had to do a shot at Twilight.
Pure drivel, my friend.
Yeah. Well, I leave you. Well, good night. Good night, Mr. Redfield.
And then he sees the bat
Yeah.
and faints. And then here's the last time we see the actual brides.
Yeah, and then he hypnotizes Sasuke into making him his slave.
I think now we're cutting to them on the ship.
Master! The sun is gone! I can't. I would love to hear.
Yeah, seeing Yuri go over the top as Renfield would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I think Yuri would get way into the role if he did that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he did a great job as Symbiote Peter.
But probably not as good as Barnes did.
No. Barnes added the aggressiveness of Venom.
At least it actually showed that the more he had on, the more insane he was going with it.
Yeah.
But back to Dracula.
Yeah.
You promised to give me lives, not human lives, but small lives.
I'll be loyal to you, master. And then,
Then he basically kills the whole crew.
yeah. And then he read, what's the, after he killed a rider, and he said, what's this? A, a book called The Last. And he read parts of it. Ah!
Oh, it's actually burning me like the cross. How is that possible? But this is not
Redfield,
a holy thing.
Redfield, me, get rid of this. And Redfield asked why.
Burn this copy.
Then he, okay, where's the fire?
I do like that. I do like that. It's so bad. It literally burns a vampire.
Yeah.
May this script never see the light of day.
Yeah, and Sasuke did the Catholic thing when he crosses Catholic cross. I don't know what it's called.
The
But
power
anyway.
of Christ compels you.
Yeah.
Do not
Yeah.
speak of that name in my presence. Sorry, master.
Yeah. Well, then they hear one person, and he's gone mad. He's crazy. Look at his eyes.
I guess we got the scene where Dracula's walking London with the top hat.
Yep. And then he approaches a young flower girl. Hinata!
Oh, sir. Last free buttonhole, sir.
It's Hinata. He grabs her and he drinks her blood, killing her.
And he's just walking down like nothing happened.
Yep. Then he
goes to the theater.
Yep.
And hypnotizes that one usher.
Yeah.
Which maybe that could be Selfie.
Yeah. And then he says, after you the love of the message, you will remember nothing I will say. Away. Then he meets
Dr. Seward, John, Lucy, and Mina.
Yep, which is now
Sora is John, Kyrie is Mina.
Aerith. I'm thinking about, would Aerith be a good Lucy?
Well, she's dying all the same, so
yeah. And I want to develop John and Mina more, or Sora and Kyrie in this case, because I felt John and Mina were kind of boring.
Well, you don't really have time to actually do much with them with an hour and 14 minutes.
Right. I'm giving them an extra character.
All right. And her father, the head of the sanitarium.
Yeah, should it still be Dr. Seward? Or Ansem the Wise, since there's
maybe Ansem can work.
Yeah, because of that theory that Ansem is Kyrie's father.
Oh, is that a theory?
I had that theory when I was a kid. Dr. Stewart. His last name would be Stewart, okay?
Okay.
Dr. Stewart? Yes.
Confirmed for you.
Yeah. When did this timeline take place? 1880s? Since
probably 18 something.
Because I think Alexander Graham Bell invented the phone in the 1880s or something.
Have to be, because aren't there like cars in the movie?
I think so.
And Dracula. I've leased Carfax Abbey.
Oh yeah,
I will do very little repairs. It reminds me of my castle back in Transylvania.
yeah. And this is my daughter, Kyrie. How you do, Captain Jack? Um, this is Aerith. How do you do? And this is Sora Harker, Kyrie's fiance. Hi. He says hi like a Sora. He's gonna act like Sora more than he does Harker,
Okay.
but he'll still be serious when he needs to be. That's Sora in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? You look familiar. So do you. Nah, it's probably coincidence.
I'm not gonna worry about it.
So what play are you watching now? Oh, about this. You ever heard of the story of the ninja named Naruto? I can't say I have. Well, it's about this boy named Naruto who wants to be a leader in his village, and look, this is the ending where he says "I love you" to Sakura, and they kiss at the end. that sounds that sounds endearing. I had.
No, it's fine. I forget what he said, but I know he said there are far worse things than death.
Yeah, do you know what I said after he said that the other day? Naruto the last.
You
And
see
then
that scene where I forget what was it, the scene with Lucy and Kyrie, or then with Renfield in the sanitarium
Kyrie and Aerith.
talking about the Count.
Yeah. For some reason, there's something about him that's very attractive, says Aerith. Oh, you're in love. I think he's. No, I just think he's fascinating. Well, Kyrie said, I think he's all right, but give me someone like Sora. Yeah, you and Sora love each other, and I envy it. And
Not since I lost Zach.
yeah, well, I'll. Well, I gotta go to bed, Earth. I'll see you. I'll see you later. Good night. Good night. Good night, dear Kyrie. And Earth opens the window, and then she goes to bed. And
And Drac comes in.
yep, he approaches her and he drinks her blood.
Guessing that then we cut to loose her on the table and then saying that's pronouncing her dead.
Yeah,
When was the last transfusion? 4 hours ago. Another victim we've been powerless to stop.
and then they hear ah, and it's Sasuke. He wants flies.
Who should be Martin?
Uh, how about Zoro? Nah,
Nah.
Kiba? Nah.
I can see Kiba.
Okay, Kiba then.
Oh, flaws ain't good. Let's spy us now. Flaws ain't good enough for you.
I like to hear Kyle Herbert say that.
Why have flies when I can have fat, juicy spiders?
Oh, okay. Back to this. You're just as crazy as that last patient. I wonder what happened. He claimed he was going to write this novel that would be a hit.
Oh, I think I know who you mean. The master took care of him.
Okay, well, back into your room. Then we see Rayleigh Van Helsing, meaning Dr. Stewart, and analyzing. And
No,
then
Nosferatu. Yes, Nosferatu.
the undead, the vampire. The vampire attacks the throat. It leaves little wounds with white with red centers. Doctor Doctor Stewart, your patient.
Modern medicine doesn't believe in vampires.
Yeah, I may be able to bring you proof that superstition of yesterday can become the scientific reality of today.
I can totally buy Rayleigh being like Edward Van Sloan in this.
Yeah, me too.
Renfield, you say Renfield escapes from his room. Where does he go? He's infatuated with human life that we know of.
Yeah,
I'm guessing that's when Kiba brings Sasuke in.
yeah, and he's wanting to prove that he's not insane.
Oh, Doctor, send me away.
Keep your filthy hands to yourself. Why are you so anxious to
You
get
know
away?
too much to live, Van Helsing.
Yeah, I think Renfield was trying to warn him about Dracula.
Without really being caught, with hoping not to be caught.
Yeah, this is this will probably be the only time we see Sasuke try to do good. And Dracula wakes later on that night. Dracula wakes from his coffin. And he turns into a wolf. I blink. And Renfield keeps on warning about if you don't
I
send me
told
away.
them nothing, Master.
Yeah, yeah. Then later, Dracula was under his window. Oh, yes, master. Oh, please don't ask me to do that. No, not her. Please don't do it. Then later that night, Kyrie was asleep in her bed, dreaming about
Does
her
he
life.
make that face look ghosty made?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The, who had a scarier stare, Lugosi or Karloff?
I say both.
Yeah. And Kyrie was saying, I was laying in bed reading. And then I started getting sleepy. Then I hear dogs howling. And I had this dream.
And during this, Rayleigh and Ansem were overhearing it.
Yeah. And Sora says, well, Connie, it was only just a dream. But I felt so weak. It seems that my life drained out of me. And Kyrie,
How long have you been having these dreams, Kyrie?
um, I don't know. Is there something troubling you, Kyrie? Something you won't tell us? And the face in this dream, you seem to come closer and closer. The lips touched you. Where? Is there anything that matter with your throat? Kyrie says, permit me. Don't
How
know, please.
long have you had those two marks?
I don't know. Who did this to you? Then the maid came in and said, Count Dracula. Which is funny. That seems to have you back again, Doctor. You miss me. You're looking exceptional. Pardon me, Doctor, but I think Miss Kyrie should go to her room at once. Yeah, but Professor Van Helsing, I don't. believe this is important. You seem to think it is, says Kyrie. Excuse me, Count Dracula? Professor Van House says Ansem.
I was
And they
telling
both
her about the stories of my homeland. She must have taken them literally.
yeah. I hope
I think during this, Rayleigh sees that Dracula's got no reflection.
yeah. Then he showed Sora. And
In
Sora
fact,
was
it is quite enlightening. I saw a phenomenon with my own eyes that I do not believe till now.
yeah. And Kyrie goes to bed and then he shows uh, and Dracula says, I must go too. And then Van Helsing shows him the mirror and he slaps out of his hands and said, you must forgive me. I
I just
dislike
like mirrors.
Van
Isn't her?
Helsing.
He'd say, like, for one who's not lived a single lifetime, you are very wise, Van Helsing.
Yeah.
He seemed awfully scared by it. Just, like a wild
Yes.
animal.
Wild animal. More like a madman.
The vampire casts no reflection in the mirror.
Yeah, and I could see Sora starting to buy the vampires a little bit more. He didn't see Dracula's reflection either. I think that's Jonathan didn't see it either.
I assume Jonathan did see it, and he just doesn't believe it.
Yeah, I'll have Sora be more smarter.
Oh, look at on the lawn. A huge dog. Or a wolf, perhaps.
Yeah.
Dracula is our vampire.
Do you have any? If Dracula were a vampire, he would return every night to Transylvania's answer.
He
That's
must
impossible.
have brought foxes from his native soil.
Yeah. And then you heard Ranfield laughing. Do you hear what you're saying?
Isn't there
Yes,
men who aren't crazy?
Yeah. Take her away. Take her from here before. Then he just stole the bat and said, no, master, I wasn't going to say anything.
I'm
So,
lying. What do you have to do with Dracula? Dracula? I
I,
never even heard the name.
I'd have, and he then asked, do you know the name Sasuke? I mean, do you know the name Vanitas? I mean, because he's Sasuke.
No, I've never heard that name either.
Okay. Then he says, God
What?
will not.
Again? The loony's out. Oh, he's bent those balls like Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
You also get that scene of like the woman in white, which I assume was supposed to be Aerith.
Yeah.
Now they're vampires.
Next thing don't mention that story about that. Don't you mention that Twilight story again? Said.
Oh, I'd never do that. I can't even read this book myself.
Yeah. Later that night, they wanted to check on Kyrie. And Jesus, how can she know anything about that woman in white? It's bad enough for the read newspaper with that. Please, Sora. And this is the last time you saw Miss
Gainsborough.
Miss Gainsborough after she was buried. I was downstairs at the terrace, and she came out and she looked at me. I started to speak to her. Then I remembered she's dead. And the most horrible expression came to her face. She looked like a hungry animal, a wolf. Then she turned back and ran into the dark. Van Helsing said, Miss Kyrie, as I promise you, after the night she will remain at rest. Her soul released from this horror. If you can't, and Kyrie says, if you can save Era's soul after death, promise me you'll save mine. And
Of
Sora
course,
says, Kyrie, you're not gonna die. I'm not
you're
gonna let
going,
you
you're
die.
going to live.
Yeah, and then he has. I'm gonna give him one of those Sora speeches where my our hearts are connect. Where he says our hearts are connected.
You have realizes those are what you should be afraid of. The last rays of sunlight.
Yeah, and Kyrie says you mustn't touch me and you mustn't kiss me.
It's over, Sora. Our love. You guys seen this where Dracula's in his bat form and talking to her?
Yeah,
Is that bat again? Ugh. You have to take a precaution for your room.
yeah.
Filled
Then
with wolfsbane.
yeah, that then then later, I think what happens later is they keep on arguing what to do with Kyrie, and then later Dracula confronts Van Helsing. Now that you have learned what you have learned, it would be wise for you to return to your country. I remain to protect those who you would destroy. You are too late. My blood now flows to her veins. She will live from the centuries to come as I have lived.
And
Should
I will
you
tear down Carfax Abbey stone by stone, excavate a mile around. I will find your earth box, and I will drive that stake to your heart.
come here? He said, come,
Your will is strong.
Van Helsing.
More wolfsbane? No, something better. And shows him the cross.
Indeed. He doesn't snarl. And Kyrie asked Brit asked them to open the window, but the professor gave me orders. Oh, never mind the professor now. Now please go back to bed, please, Kyrie. I want to call your father. What is it? What is it, Brit? What is it? Could we say played? Oh yeah, it's selfie.
Now she was the usher. I think the maid was could be Yuna maybe.
Okay, Yuna. What is it, Yuna? I don't know, Sora. I feel dizzy when it cleared away. Miss Kyrie was dressed out on the terrace. I can't get her to go to bed. Well, let me go see her. And she sees. Then he goes in and sees Kyrie. Oh, Sora, I'm glad you're here. What have they been doing to me? Locking me in my room. And a horrible smell. It smells like Kishimoto. I'm so. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not apologizing for that.
No, don't.
I don't apologize for bashing Kishi.
That doctor has a crucifix. Can you get it for me?
Um, what? Then, then we have that scene of Van Helsing. See what this is beginning. What happened? What Dracula boasts that he has fused his blood with that of Miss Mina. In life, she would now become the foul thing of the night that he is. But Professor, no, come. So there's not a moment to be lost. Kai was saying she loves nights at Fogs, but Sora says, yesterday. You said you were afraid of the dark. But Kairi says, I love the dark. I couldn't say anything so silly. And so Kairi says, there's the bat again. Well, I'll get rid of it.
Yes. Yes, I understand.
Hmm. Yeah, and Kairi gets all lovey-dovey and tries to bite Sora's neck.
Till Rayleigh shows up with the cross.
Yeah, and she gets afraid of it. What are you trying to do? Scare her? No, I was trying to
I'm
save
trying to
her.
save you.
Well, that's a fine way of saving people, says Sora.
Isn't this where Kiva's shooting at the bat? Like, don't waste your bullets. It will do no harm.
You,
They're all crazy except you and me. Sometimes I have me doubts about you.
yeah, I just love that guy's accent.
Yeah,
So, he sounded like a Monty Python character.
yeah, he did.
Then
Here's
again,
where they follow Mina and Renfield to Carfax Abbey.
yeah, and Dracula. Then when Dracula finds out that Sora and Van Helsing and Rayleigh followed them, he said, "No, master,
You led them here.
no, master, no, master. I didn't know. Punish me, but don't kill." I can see
You
Sasuke.
touch me, but don't kill me. I got tired of all those lies on my conscience.
Yeah, I can see Sasuke begging for his life like a pussy.
Would Dracula do a more brutal death than what we got? Because it doesn't even look like he killed him.
Yeah, he would go like he would grab a knife and
grabbed his neck and like pinched his back.
yeah. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it more gruesome because it's Sasuke.
Like what? Like what? Rip his heart out of his chest.
Yeah, that will kill him.
And just before he dies, he sees Dracula crush his heart and
Yeah,
drink the blood.
and
Oh,
Sora and Sora Rayleigh
stop him! The sun is up.
Yeah, and they all look for both of them. They look for an empty. They found the coffin, and he looks inside, and Kairi was not in it.
Here.
I think that's what happened.
I'll go look for her.
Yeah, and then he found Dracula. Then Renfield found Dracula and
No, Rayleigh found him.
Rayleigh. I mean,
Yeah,
Rayleigh.
Sasuke's dead.
I forgot. I got those mixed up somehow. And then
I guess he tries to stake him, but it doesn't work, and he just rises up and rips it out.
yeah,
If we're going with the hammer ending,
yeah, and then Sora and then they have an epic battle between Sora and Dracula.
with Rayleigh.
Yeah, and who should be the one to defeat Dracula, Rayleigh or Sora?
The sun.
Yeah, yeah, and Sora both of them opened the curtains and then
Or
he said,
break the windows.
or yeah, and the sun discriminated Dracula, causing him to die.
Turn to bones.
Yeah, and with that, Kairi got out of her trance, and she and Sora kiss.
while Rayleigh just stays behind,
Yeah,
and then the two leave.
yeah. And then 6 months later, they got married. Lived happily ever after. And that was Dracula. That was fun.
It was.
Now we're gonna do Frankenstein.
Should we have Hiruzen come out like Sloane saying a friendly warning?
Yeah,
Here's this picture with a little warning. It might. Who doesn't hear the Frankenstein? A man who sought to create a man in his own image. It may even shock you. It may even horrify you. And now's your chance to, well, we warned you.
yeah,
He started at a funeral procession as they're mourning the newly deceased while Minato and Obito are hiding.
yeah.
Oh,
Down.
down, you fool. Then after the gravedigger is done, they get to work.
Yeah.
The moon is rising. We have no time.
Yeah.
He's just resting, waiting for a new life to come.
And then they dig it up and
Then they find the other hand guy. Go up there and cut the rope down. So go on.
yeah.
Well, it's useless. The brain is useless. We must find another brain.
Yeah.
I forget, is this where we meet Elizabeth and Victor?
Yeah, I think so.
Which would be Kushina and who's to be Victor?
Jiraiya? No.
I kind of see Jiraiya being Minato's dad here.
Yeah. Cause
Maybe Gold Roger.
yeah.
Oh, 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 Gold. The first letter from Henry and Minato from 4 months.
Yeah, they were building this. He's still obsessed with his experiment.
I saw him a little while ago, and he had the most peculiar look to him.
Yeah. And Kushina said she's worried.
She go to Dr. Sutter Waldman. He was a professor at the university. I'm guessing this is where we cut over to Hiruzen teaching his class.
Yeah.
Between the two brains, one of the normal brain and the abnormal brain, one of violence and brutality.
Yeah.
And then here's where Obito just ruins everything.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it was a parody, but it just reminded me of Young Frankenstein when Igor looked at the mirror and then he dropped the brain.
Yeah. Igor! It was Abby something. Abby Normal. Probably not where Roger and Christina meet Dr. Waldman.
Yeah.
I expect not to his liking. We weren't very particular on where we were to get them.
Yeah.
You do not understand. Herr Frankenstein was interested in human lives. I think it's because
Yeah,
Kushino begs Dr. Waldman to come see
yeah,
Henry or Minato.
yeah, it would be out. Yeah, you know, it would be out of character for Kushina to do this, wouldn't it? In if this was Naruto Kushina, she would demand to be there, because
Yeah,
you know how badass that Kushina, the real Kushina, is.
yeah.
Then it's been a year since I've
Then
seen it.
we
What else?
then we have where they're at Minato's lab. He's getting ready for his experiment.
Yeah, and then
And this time we're ready. Obito?
yes, and then
And no, Obito's face is not messed up. He's just got a hunchback.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't move. Oh, it's just a stitching. No, no decay.
yeah,
Now go see who's at the door, Obito.
yeah, and then he opened it, and it was Gold Rogers and Kushina.
No, he doesn't want to see you. Go away.
And this is gonna be where Kushina isn't care. Either you let us in, or I will. And she raised her
Break the
fist.
door down. Now, let
Yeah,
me go tell the doctor. Can we get that scene where Obito fixes his sock?
yeah,
Now, you must leave me alone. But give us shelter at least, Minato. All right, all right.
yeah.
Yo,
And
yo,
then
you're crazy. Crazy am
crazy.
I?
We'll
After
see.
tonight, we'll see if I'm crazy or not.
Then they start. Then he starts the experiment, and
Tonight
he
you shall
raises.
have your proof. And what is your proof? Tonight you shall have it. One's crazy, three very sane spectators.
Yeah, and
Wait, should the monster have like the black hair or like the blonde hair from Menma?
I think black hair.
Okay. Basically, the experiment goes off and then it gets brought back down.
Yeah, and then they see.
Starts moving.
Yeah, then Frankenstein does is alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. Only in the name of God.
Now I know what it feels like to be God.
Yeah. Um, then several days later.
I think yeah. Then we should cut to where Roger, Roger and Christina are talking with Jiraiya Minato's father here.
Yeah, and he was getting worried.
This Minato comes to his senses with a decent house, good food and drink, and a pretty girl to come back to.
Yeah, and then he
There is
acts all.
another woman, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then the Burger Monster comes in.
Yeah.
For the wedding. There will be no wedding unless Minato comes to his senses.
Kushina says, but I want to marry him. I love him.
I don't doubt you love him. It seems like his work is consuming him.
Yeah.
Herr
I'll tell.
Frankenstein, when shall the wedding? What shall I tell the village? They've all prepared. Well, tell them to unprepare.
Yeah.
I wonder who should be the Burger Monster.
I don't know.
How about Hashirama?
Yeah,
Because we'll still need him for the sequel.
yeah,
Remember, like I said, they swapped actors between movies.
yeah. And they didn't need to do that.
What's even weird is that both that Burger Monster and the Ludwig are in Son of Frankenstein.
Yeah. Would you count Young Frankenstein in a as a sequel in the Universal Frankenstein?
Not technically, I wouldn't consider it.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, very, very little is like from the actual other movies.
Yeah. I think. Well, anyway, what happens next?
Should be
We see the
Minato
monster.
and Hiruzen talking about the monster till it comes in.
Yeah, and then we see the monster
He's
when we
only
saw.
few days old. You never
Yeah,
want to do anything that was dangerous.
yeah,
Look beyond the clouds? What causes grass to grow? But when you talk like that, people call you crazy. It's how the lines Clive says are just too good.
yeah. His acting was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Pity he had a lot of demons.
Yeah, and he died young.
Pretty sure half that shoot he was pretty much drunk.
Yeah,
Just wait till I bring him into the light. Because they hear that he's coming up. Dim the light. Then we see him moonwalking, opening a door with his back.
yeah,
And we see it's Menma,
yep. And he has a Boris
the
Karloff look.
alternate version of Naruto.
Yep. So do you have the whiskers? Did Minma have the whiskers?
He did. So probably he had the whiskers.
Yeah.
Come, sit down.
Then he obeyed.
He starts reaching for the light.
Yeah.
But again, Obito has to ruin it.
Yeah, he brought fire. And he goes,
Put him in the torch, you fool!
yeah. And then, yeah, and then Fritz.
Find him up.
Yeah, and for some reason Fritz hates him.
For no reason, since he just met him that very instant.
Yeah.
Then we cut to him in the cellar, like, and he's screaming. But then Obito comes in and starts whipping him.
Yeah.
No, you. Obito, leave it alone.
Yeah.
Then we cut the Minato and Hiruzen just looking over stuff and hearing Obito scream.
Yeah, and we see that it was Minma that killed Obito.
He hung him.
Yeah.
They try and keep him from getting out. Like, no, but what can we do? Kill it like any other animal, but it's murder. You meant to be right to that door. When Minato goes to get a syringe.
Yeah, and he stabs.
Good.
And he,
Then they hide out. They hide to get him there, and Hiruzen tranks them.
yeah.
Oh. Then Roger shows up and goes, "Oh, your father and Kushina are on the way. They cannot see this.
Yeah. You have created a monster. And you have created a monster. And it will destroy you.
Then they get the monster in the the room, and Minato goes upstairs to clean himself up before Jiraiya shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's this? I am Dr. Waldman. You should take Minato home. What do you think I'm here for? Pleasure? You see Minato all like beaten up. Oh,
Yeah.
Fritz. Oh, Obito. You always hated him. But my records, I shall have them archived. And what if I shall deal with it personally? Oh, my fault. All my fault.
Yeah. And I just
Yeah, sorry, Clive commanded that movie.
yeah. I mean, Karloff was great, but Clive was the
Clive stole the show.
yeah. Of course, it was his. Was it his movie or was he the main character?
I'm pretty sure Clive is the main character.
Because how could he steal the movie if it was his movie?
Well, yeah, but he outdid Karloff in it.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Karloff was great, but I think Clive was the real star.
I agree.
And then we should have when Hiruzen figure out, writing down notes and ready to destroy the monster.
Yeah.
But we waited too long and he woke up.
Yep. And then he started killing him. And I just realized something. That was the only character. That was the only time Edward Van Sloan died in a Universal horror movie.
Yeah, that is weird. This is right after Dracula.
Yeah.
Guess they rectified that in The Mummy.
Yeah.
So now with the monster on the loose, we cut back to Minato and Kushina talking about their wedding.
Yeah, I want to do a Minato Kushina romantic scene.
Mm-hmm.
He apologizes to Kushina, and she responded by kissing him. And she says, "I love you, Minato. I love you no matter what. I've been in love with you since we were in when we were in university. You were the only one that didn't make fun of my red hair."
How can I make fun of something so beautiful?
That sounded like a great line. That sounded like a romantic line.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Minato loves Kushina's hair.
Yeah. And if we have a son, I hope he loves him. I hope he
Somebody
loves
like
him.
you.
Yeah, me too. And I hope it's, no offense, but I hope it's not to that Hyuga, to a Hyuga. Can you imagine if our son married a Hyuga?
I'd rather not think of that. We'll make sure he doesn't.
Right.
It should be like when they're about to get married with Jiraiya showing those like blossoms.
Yeah.
3 generations we Frankensteins have had these. I put these on your mother's head. Which I'm pretty sure his mom, Minato's mom should be Tsunade in this.
Yeah.
You put it on you. A youngster of yours will carry the tradition.
Yeah.
Now, a drink. Give the servant some champagne. This stuff's wasted on them.
Yeah.
But then we cut to the monster, or Menma, in the woods.
Yeah. This ain't the part where he meets the little girl yet, is it?
Yes.
The little girl will be Nina Tucker.
But with a different father.
Yes, with a good father. One that doesn't turn
his daughter into an abomination.
Yeah.
Gotta go do something. We're going to the village and have some fun.
Yeah. He was
play here with the kitty.
Okay, Daddy.
Should Roy be her dad?
Yeah, hold on, I'll be right
But then,
back.
nah, probably not do Roy.
How about h- what's that?
So Sanji, because we can off Sanji next time.
Yeah. Okay, Sanji. And the
Because
and
Pudding could be the mom, because we could also off her too.
yeah, pudding's the mom.
Hello there. They float.
Yeah, they float. They
They all
float.
float.
Sorry,
Sorry,
we had to do a Tim Curry
Pennywise.
Pennywise.
Uh, I can see Austin said, "Yes, child, they all float."
Yeah, and then he throws
He
away
runs
the
out of flowers and then tosses her in there by accident.
yeah, and then he feels guilty about it.
He feels like the
Because-
most like horrified, like sad look on his face.
yeah, and you know what the sad part is? That little girl treated him like a human being more than
Yeah,
any other.
because it was a total accident. Like he didn't know.
Yeah, he yeah. And then I think, and you know what? I love the backstory of that. The little Karloff was being and her was being friend. And he was afraid that he would scare her, but she, the little girl, was being friendly towards him.
I mean, Karloff was probably like the nicest guy you could meet.
Yeah,
Because I know
and
there's a
yet,
documentary on the Frankenstein DVD I've got called Karloff the Gentle Monster.
yeah, he was. I heard rumors that he and Lugosi had a rivalry, but they look like friends.
Could have been a friendly rivalry. I mean, they were
Yeah,
two of the biggest horror stores of that time.
yeah. There, it was kind of like Stallone and Schwarzenegger. They were a friendly rivalry.
Yeah.
Anyway, we see Kushina getting ready for her wedding.
And I think at this point, Minato and Roger are saying, "Where's Dr. Waldman? He isn't here yet." But then Roger finds out that Dr. Waldman's dead. Like, the monster.
Yeah, the monster's on the loose. Better go find him.
He's in the house.
Yeah, what I don't know is he's in Kushina's room. And,
Ah.
you know,
Uh,
in my opinion, it would be out of character for Kushina to be afraid of him.
now, she'd probably fend him off.
Yeah, this Kushina's more this Kushina is more like Kushina than she is Elizabeth in here.
Yeah. Ruin my wedding day, will you?
Yeah, and she fights. Then she fights.
Ah.
Then
Ah.
they call it. She's a bridezilla. She
And then when Minato gets in, like, Kushina, are you hurt? No, 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 I'm fine, I'm fine. Where's the monster? He fled. You fended him off? Hell yes.
and she said, "That's my girl."
Yeah. I think I might need to lie down a bit.
Yeah,
No, you stay here. I'll go after them. Because I think during this point is where Sanji has Nina's body, like, walking through the village.
yeah,
My
and
poor fool. Why do you bring her to me? She's been murdered.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Sanji.
Yeah, Sanji bringing his daughter to the Burger Monster. And there
Yeah,
be no wedding while this creature of mine roams the hills.
yeah,
Then they start the mob like, Ludwig, yours goes there.
yeah,
Frankenstein, you take the mountains. I'll go through the riverbank. If
yeah.
you have to find him. I don't care dead or alive, but he must be found. And it
Right.
starts the classic angry mob.
Yeah. And for some reason, it reminded me of Beauty and the Beast, the Kill the Beast song,
Yeah,
which I think that was their intention in that movie.
probably. And searching the mountains, they come across the monster.
Yeah.
Ah, ah.
Arr. And
It means they're gonna fall in the torch and not be burned.
yeah, he's not gonna
And you
die.
didn't
Like,
you didn't notice that, right? Like the Colin Clive landed on the torch and he was fine.
yeah, I'm gonna have it be a little more realistic. He'll still survive, though.
Right, we need him for the next movie.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to watch Bride of Frankenstein later this week. Okay,
All right.
if I can find it.
I'm sure it's out there somewhere you can watch it.
Yeah. Anyway, and they burn, and they surrounded him in the windmill. And they burned it.
Well, after he tossed Minato off the windmill.
Yeah. And he fainted and burnt, and he somehow he survived that. I remember when
Yeah,
I saw it. I remember when I first saw that. I said, "Wow, I feel bad for him. He was a tragic monster."
yeah, that's how you do tragedy.
That's how you do. That's how you do tragic monsters, right?
Mm-hmm. It's why the Hulk is basically Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Wait, should we have that tacked on ending they had?
Yeah.
No, because Bride pretty much opens with the burning of the windmill.
Right. And then next day, or next week, Minato wakes up with Kushina by his side.
Goes to the house of Frankenstein.
Yeah. And then he said, "Kushina, I am sorry I created a monster." And then I could see Kushina saying, it's not your fault." And she, in a way, she did feel bad for the monster. I could see Kushina being sympathetic.
Yeah,
It's like how they made King Kong more sympathetic in the Peter Jackson version.
I'd rather than just be a complete monster like the '30s one.
Yeah, me too. And and anyway, and then they finally get married. The movie ends. But she doesn't get in the sequel. Should we have Kushina be pregnant with Naruto?
Um, I don't know because in the movie they had just got married like off screen and during the movie, so they don't really
Yeah,
allude to her having being pregnant with him.
yeah, you're probably right. Anyway, that was fun.
Yeah, I think out of all the monster movies, I think Frankenstein is probably the best.
I agree. It had better atmosphere, better acting, but best in tone.
Nothing short of classic.
Yeah, I like those 1930s horror movies.
Yeah, I do too. I can rewatch all of them like so many times.
Yeah, I would like to watch more black and white classics like classic Casablanca or Citizens Kane.
12 Angry Men.
Yeah, of course, my
I
favorite
feel
movie
black and
ever.
white's an old novelty that just faded away.
Yeah, of course, my favorite movie ever is the black and white movie, Godzilla, the first Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
I might doing we might doing now. You're not that big into Godzilla.
I've not watched any of them except the 2014 movie.
Yeah, maybe you should watch the 1954 movie sometime.
If I can get it, I probably will.
I was I was big into Godzilla. As you know, I was big into Godzilla when I was a kid.
Love to see Godzilla take out the Ten Tails.
Yeah, I'm still betting on Godzilla.
Shove that atomic breath down its throat.
Yeah,
Like he
like
did
he
the
did.
Muto in the 2014 movie.
Yeah, I thought,
They
except for
could
Brian.
also rid us of Kaguya there.
Yeah, I thought, I thought, I thought, the human characters were boring, except for Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, and he's killed off like not even halfway into the movie.
Yeah, the new Godzilla -1, they made the human characters more interesting. And
Don't think I found some other place to destroy.
I'm thinking in a couple weeks we'll do Freddy. We'll do Freddy, Naruto versus Freddy.
All right.
Should be. Would it be a good Naruto arc like in the anime or the manga, or just alternate universe, real life?
Oh. Question is, how long are you gonna stretch it out for? Is the question.
Yeah,
Considering the movie's only about like an hour and a half.
yeah.
So what other classic Universal ones are we gonna do?
We could do the Mummy with.
Do we still? We could probably do that now if we have time.
Yeah, I think we could do the Mummy now.
Because I'm thinking like maybe next week we could do Bride and Son, and then end on Wolfman probably.
Yeah, and we're not gonna do the Brendan Fraser Mummy.
No, the only movie worth damn is the Karloff one.
Yeah, I love that Malcolm and the
Yeah, Malcolm Tanner thinks the Fraser one's
Tanner-
the original.
Yeah, and they said watch a black and white movie sometime. Never.
I do like Dougie was trying to be Imhotep, the Karloff version.
Yeah,
You will first now with the first rays of a Ra dispel the shadows.
that's a. You know what? I would like to see him review that movie.
Yeah, I don't know if he'd actually review something like that.
Yeah, he has been. He reviews good movies now, but
I mean, that'd be like a nostalgia ween thing he'd do.
yeah,
No, 1932, Boris Karloff.
So who's gonna be the mummy in this?
Gara.
Yeah. Should we make Garb sympathetic or just pure evil?
How do you see Imhotep?
Yeah, he's pure. Imhotep is evil.
So
So
it's
yeah, I
so
like
it's
Garb. I don't. I think we can make him be a villain.
so is Soccer gonna be Helen?
Yeah.
Just to get Soccer and Naruto in one of these before Son of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
But it
So
also means we're gonna have to kill off Minato.
yeah, I hate that.
But the good news is we could have Sasuke be the one guy losing his mind when he saw the mummy move.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we're gonna have really be Dr. Muller.
Yeah. Rayleigh is the Edward Van Sloan of this.
Except in Frankenstein.
Yep.
Because I'd rather kill heroes enough than Rayleigh.
Yeah. Here's how it would start. It'll start like the movie where two guys, one is Sasuke, and the who should be the other be?
Well, if we're doing it like this, it'd be Rayleigh, Sasuke, and Minato.
Yeah. And Minato says something. Well, well, we better get this start. Let's get this over with so I can go back home. I gotta help Naruto get ready for his wedding with Sakura.
Well, I've been out here 10 years and find more, and that mummy's the biggest find I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Look at
And then
the facial must. The bandages look like they're part of his skin.
yeah.
Oh,
then
what
then
could you have done?
and then we are we at the. It's been a year since I've seen it. Were we at the part where he where Garl wakes up?
We're close to that because they're examining his coffin, knowing that part of the chant is like chipped away, that he suffered in both this life and the next.
Yeah.
Then they find the scroll, and then Rayleigh advises against it. And
Yeah.
oh, come on, a few thousand years in the dead, take out any mumbo jumbo of any old curse.
Yeah.
Because then Rayleigh and Minato go out and talk about destroying the scroll. I can't, it's the property of the museum. Meanwhile, Sasuke just translate the scroll, and then Gara wakes up. Then
Yeah.
Sasuke freaks out.
They just, ah!
Come on, man, get a hold of yourself. What's the matter? He went for a little walk. You should have seen his face. Then we get to 10 years later where we see Naruto and some other guy.
Yeah.
He was found in 2 months. Now when
Yeah.
your father was out here, he actually found stuff. Oh, that Oxford fellow came with him.
Yeah.
Weird story. He was found laughing. He died laughing when you're in a straitjacket.
Your father never explained. And in came
Came Ardith Gara under Ardith Bay.
Yeah. And Gar looks creepy. Will look creepier than Karloff.
I can't talk. The Egyptians are not permitted to bury our dead. The Princess Ankh-Senamun. I found that not 100 yards from here. Look at that montage of them digging up the tomb,
Yeah. And then
making the news too, and having its own exhibit.
yeah, and I'm trying to remember what else happened. And
I think Minato saw Gara in the room of the princess and wanted to
yeah,
ask him to talk. Then we get that scene where Minato touches like they're just I just like to be touched.
yeah. Then won't you sit down? You know my son.
But yeah, you thank for this exit, and you just disappeared.
Yeah,
I'm guessing that's where we covered over what where we meet Sakura, and then Rayleigh shows up.
yeah. Sakura shows up looking beautiful, looking beautiful.
And that's when Gara starts reading from the scroll, calling her Aung Sanamun. Aung Sanamun. Her being in a trance.
Yeah. You try to hypnotize her.
This is also where Arda or Gara killed the museum guard.
Yeah,
Because then Naruto and Minato find Sakura trying to get into the museum.
yeah. And they found him dead.
I think that was before they found out because they find Sakura there and take her back to Minato's place. Oh, we found the mummy. Looks very familiar.
Yeah,
Kind of like you. You, dear.
and then yeah, and I'm thinking about what else happened.
Then they called in Rayleigh and he was talking with Minato about what Sakura was saying in ancient Egypt.
Yeah, and Rayleigh
Mentions
was
mentions Imhotep
yeah,
or Gara.
yeah. Gara. What they say about Gara? Yes.
Do you still believe that mummy was stolen? I don't know what to believe.
Yeah. Or do you think he walked off by himself?
Now this is Takeichi Naruto. Oh, this is pure nonsense.
Yeah. Or is his if this was modern day, this is pure bullshit. What were you talking about? Oh yeah, I believe we were talking about Gara, about the Rayleigh saying Gara moved by himself,
Yeah.
implying that he's alive.
Mm-hmm. Then I'm guessing this is where Gar shows up at the house and gets that servant on his side.
Yeah. Was Sakura there? I forget.
Yes, because they're yeah, she was there because that's where they met.
Yeah, and that's when he reminds her. she reminds him of his his girlfriend.
That's being the princess.
Yeah,
There's also where we get where Rayleigh puts everything together.
yeah,
Where did you find it? Partly coincidence, partly chance.
yeah.
I cannot read this, but you read. These are from a different dynasty. Why do you show this to me?
Yeah.
Hey, guard, demand the scroll. You give that scroll to your
Yeah.
Nubian servant, the
Yeah.
ancient blood. Then I guess Rayleigh's the one who says, "Ray, if I could get my hands on you, I'd break your dried flesh to pieces. But your
And
powder's
then
strong."
and then Gara does the famous Karloff stare.
Hmm. I see him go trying to do this spell like Nebet. We had foreseen this.
Yeah.
Then I think we get the scene where Minato's gonna destroy the scroll, but then Gara uses that spell again and actually kills him.
Yeah. And when Naruto finds his father's corpse or his body,
They find
he
it
cries.
while Rayleigh is looking over, thinking he destroyed the scroll, but didn't.
Yeah. When when Naruto finds his dad dad's body, he's gonna cry. He said, "Take care of Sakura, Dad. I love you. I'll say hi to your mother," says Minato. Then he dies, and it's one of the most heartbreaking scenes you'll see. Cause
Is this where
if
Naruto's convinced that Gara's the mummy?
yep,
Like, so, if I'm fed to believe this, what do we do about the mummy, Rayleigh?
and Rayleigh explains
If he
how
get
to kill
if
him.
your girlfriend gets the call, we'll follow her.
Right, right,
Before I think before this we see Sakura out with her dog, and then met Gara, and he gave her the whole backstory of them.
yeah, and I believe he hypnotizes her into thinking she's his bride.
Even getting that he broke sacred vows and then was mummified and buried alive.
Yeah,
And we even get that impaling scene.
yeah, that was freaky even back in 1932.
Yeah, I'm amazed they got away with that.
Yeah, that was back when
Because I remember
you
in
know.
the nerd's review of that, he's like even shocked. Like,
Yeah,
this is 1932. You don't see that stuff.
yeah. Back then they were. You thought they were pussies. Now they were in the 1930s as well.
Well, that was
Because
before the Hayes Code was in effect.
right.
Sadly, Sakura's dog dies.
Yeah. What about Boomer? Boomer. Well,
Boomer
look at you, new purple.
will.
Look at you, new boomer.
Oh, oh.
Then, do they confront Gara yet?
No, because I think there's this point where they have Helen in they have Sakura in the house, and she's trying to get out of it.
Yeah,
Because then Gara uses that same spell on Naruto, but he gets to the charm fast enough.
yeah,
But then Sakura goes to Gara.
yeah, and she says, "I am your bride."
But I'm somebody else.
Yeah,
I could raise this body, but it would just be a vessel, something for me to control. Then he burns the mummy.
yeah,
At least her mummies. Only a few moments of agony and we'll be together. Then we have Rayleigh and Naruto coming in, and just as Sakura's asking for help from ISIS or
yeah,
Iris,
yeah,
and then the scroll burns, which
yeah,
actually has a
and
pretty cool effect on how he's decaying.
yeah, it was, and it's gonna look the same as this. And then after that, Naruto held on to Sakura.
Oh,
Oh,
come here,
God.
Naruto. Your love will save her.
Yeah. Oh, Sakura, I love you so much. Then he kisses her, and and it woke her up.
And they have an even bigger, better hug.
Yeah, because it's Narasaku. You
Yeah,
put Narasaku in any movie, and surely and and it still looks good. And that's when the mummy ends.
yeah, we had a shot of his bones.
Yeah. Too bad we never got a sequel to that. That would been a good series franchise. With
Yeah, but after this, they went with the Karis series.
yeah, I know, but I thought Carl Karloff returning as the mummy would have been a grand opportunity.
It would have been. Usually why I only watch that Mummy movie because it's the only one that's like good out of the whole series.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen the Brendan Fraser one.
I haven't either.
I don't think I want because I thought it looked kind of stupid. Even when I was a kid, I thought it would look kind of stupid.
Yeah. So I'm surprised he's not in the bandages a lot.
Who the mummy?
Yeah, Karloff.
Yeah, but I thought
Just
that
that
worked.
it's just the opening scene.
Yeah, but I thought his costume and it makes him look more scary.
Yeah, Jack Pierce did a great job on the makeup.
Yeah.
How
Next
should
week
have
we'll
been
do.
that opening scene? It's just Karloff is actually just sleeping in that sarcophagus. At
Yeah, I think I heard a rumor that he was sleeping and something woke him up.
least he got some sleep on the set.
Yeah.
As Egyptian. The oh.
So next week we'll do Son and Bride. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to watch them this week. Okay.
All right.
I'll find a way.
I mean, Bride's pretty short, but Sun is like an hour and 39 minutes.
Son is like 39. Did you say 39 minutes?
An hour 39.
That doesn't sound too bad.
It's actually the longest of the Universal cycle.
Wow.
But it's not boring.
Yeah, I
Mostly
bet.
because of Basil Rathbone.
Who was he?
He's the son of Frankenstein.
Oh,
He's Wolf Frankenstein.
cool.
The less I said about Ghost of Frankenstein, the better.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I feel Sun's a good conclusion to it.
Yeah.
So if we did young Frankenstein, do you see Johnny Ambrose trying to be funny like Gene?
Yeah.
I don't know
Are
if
you?
the jokes would land as good.
No, because only Gene could have pulled that off. Like Abby normal.
Yeah.
Abby, are you saying?
6-foot gorilla.
Yeah. What made that and his freak out is what made the movie funny, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Gene Wilder is one of the greatest comedic actors of all time.
Oh, he was.
He was perfect for Willy Wonka too.
Oh, yeah. He's like the only Willy Wonka.
I've never seen the newest one.
I didn't see it either because I didn't want to because I don't need answers for like everything in that movie.
No, I mean, do we really need to know his backstories?
No, that's what made it better. It's like the less you know about him, the better.
Yeah.
Like I didn't need to know where the Oompa Loompas came from.
I don't need to know either. Plus, I heard the latest
Just that
version.
description he gave was enough.
Yeah, and the Johnny Depp remake was not necessary.
No, it answered too much.
Yeah, they say, oh, it's closer to the book. So what?
So what? Jaws is a better movie. That didn't even follow the book.
Yeah, Jurassic Park was a better movie too. I mean,
Sometimes you don't need to follow the source material.
there are times you do. Sometimes there are times you do, like I'm thinking what else? What was a bad movie that didn't follow the source material at all? Dragon Ball Evolution, for example.
Or if you want to be like this, the Dracula and Frankenstein didn't follow the source material at all.
Yeah, and they were good movies on their own.
Yeah. I mean, their 90s remakes probably stuck more close to the book.
Yeah. But but to quote the nostalgic critic, film is a visual medium.
Yeah, because most Stephen King adaptations aren't even following the book.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I wonder what he's going to review for Stephen King time this week or this month.
I don't know. Do you think he might review the original Shining?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, he does like the movie a lot.
Yeah, but he does he's reviewing movies he likes now.
I still wanted to review Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot. Never heard.
Yeah,
The miniseries or the.
yeah, the '79 miniseries or the '04 one.
Yeah, I'm looking to. Probably it'll probably be seeing who starred in the 04 one. Rob Lowe was in it, and
Yeah, Rob
Rutger
Lowe,
Hauer.
Bob Sutherland, Rutger Hauer,
It
James
was the shame about.
Cromwell.
You know, Hauer was a good actor, but he was miscast as Xehanort.
Oh, he was totally. Again, if you just went with Lloyd in the first place, it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, and it's funny that Lloyd was in Search for Spock, and they both were Xehanorts.
Yeah.
I bet if they fought to get they fought together. Lloyd would say, "I'm the better Xehanort." No, I'm the better Xehanort.
Honestly, I kind of think Nimoy is the better one.
I do too, but I thought they would fight for.
It's a very close match between Lloyd and Nimoy.
Yeah.
I think the year after Birth by Sleep, he was in Dark of the Moon.
Yeah. That's Transformers, right?
Yes.
I only see one Transformers movie.
The 80s one?
No, the 2007 one. The first
No,
Michael Bay one.
that's the only good one out of the movies.
I didn't love it that much, though.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it was mercifully short compared to the other movies.
Yeah. I'm not big on Michael Bay.
He's got some good movies, but not a lot.
Would you say he gets too much hate, though? Or is it deserved?
I don't know.
Because I don't. Because South Park summed them up as that. Those aren't ideas; those are special effects. I don't understand the difference.
I just love how accurate their parodies are.
Yeah, and I love that they make fun of both sides of the aisle.
Yeah.
They're both Republicans and Democrats are full of crap.
Yep.
But and they also make fun of TMZ. You know, I think my favorite trios of horror was when was was probably the Shining.
Yeah.
Or the
5
Shining.
was the best.
What?
5 was the best.
Yeah. Boy, you can read my thoughts. You got the shitting. You mean Shining?
You want to get sued?
I was surprised Doug never did a never did a parody or even a clip of that of that episode during his Shining miniseries.
I'm more
No,
surprised Willie died 3 times in the same way.
yeah.
Ugh, I'm out of this.
And then in the next year, he was Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
It, which was well, he was probably a perfect person to play Freddy.
Yeah. Personally, I feel like it's partially Skinner's fault with that.
What?
I think it's partially Skinner's fault.
Yeah.
Willie, please, Mr. Van Houten has the floor.
And then he just sat down casually while burning.
Yeah, while he's burning. I'm more surprised his ashes scooped themselves up.
Yeah, yeah. And then he got defeated by Maggie.
Yeah. But then came back.
Wonder how that happened.
I left my gun on that seat. I think one of my favorites was that Island of Dr. Hibbert.
Yeah. It was a parody of it was a parody of a movie, I think.
I think it was Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah, I never seen that movie.
The Brando one is a complete mess. It's
I
one
bet.
of the most infamous troubled shoots ever.
Yeah, I heard he was difficult to work with.
When isn't he?
Well, he did lobby for Al Pacino to play Michael in The
It makes me
Godfather.
wonder how difficult he was for Coppola in Godfather.
Yeah,
Or Donner in Superman.
yeah. Have you watched? Do you like Martin Scorsese films?
Yeah.
I remember him calling out Marvel the year after Endgame was out. I disagree with him with that, but if he said it about Marvel now, I said I can see where he's coming from.
Yeah. Endgame, after that, it dipped in quality.
Yeah,
Probably only 3 good movies post Endgame.
yeah. I don't. Of course, I never seen Guardians, but No Way Home and Deadpool 3 was awesome.
Yeah. I still love that rant Wolverine gave him in the car.
That's what we should give to Naruto.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, that whole Honda Odyssey fight was just so good.
Yeah. I just love that they didn't insult his memory. Actually, I'm glad they kind of did, but then again, it was kind of tasteful. It was Deadpool. I think that was my favorite Deadpool movie.
Yeah. Better than the second one.
Yeah. I think the only reason that movie works is Ryan Reynolds is the producer.
Yeah.
You know what? I was gonna on my Shinobi X Straw Hat. I was gonna do it 4 chapters, but I decided to stick with 3 and at Whiskey Peak.
Okay.
I'm having Naruto and Sakura help Zoro right now.
Okay.
And And you remember that scene where Nami tricked them into thinking
Mm-hmm.
she fainted?
Yeah.
She'll wake up Luffy. Uh, that's one of my differences.
Does Zoro and Luffy still fight?
Now, I don't think I'm going to have that. Because Nami explains the situation and he understands it in his own Luffy way.
Mm-hmm.
And after what after watching the Zoe arc, I am so excited for the do after the Zoe arc when we do the Carnage arc.
I wonder what Nami would think of she in his little Wolverine outfit.
Would she freak out?
Maybe.
But you know she loves Shinakachu.
I saw this clip of One Piece where like Momonosuke is like in his adult mode and he starts grabbing Nami and she hits him.
Yeah.
I can see she going, "Ha! Now she's all mine again."
Yeah.
There's a scene where Santi and Brooke are like rubbing it in Momo's face that he can't do that anymore.
Yeah. And and they all get jealous of Shinak. I might make Shinakachu have a crush on Nami. Have a small crush on Nami.
Oh.
And he gets jealous of Luffy.
They do the clinging to mommy thing, but with Nami.
Yeah. Remember, remember the Kira Book's drawing of Shinaka? She's saying, "I'd rather hug mommy more."
I think so.
Yeah, he's gonna hug Nami to her with Luffy, and Luffy said, "Oh, no hugs for me." Of course, when he sees his parents again, he'll say, "Mom." And Naruto will say, "Hey, son." Actually, Luffy would be the one to say, "Hey, look, hey, Shinakachu, you have your own bounty po- poster." Well, would Sakura punch him for showing him that, or
I mean, he was gonna find out eventually.
yeah? And they, well, would Shinakachu say, "Oh boy"?
I think he'd be more shocked about how much he's got on his bounty.
Yeah,
Like, what?
yeah.
I'm worth 2 million.
I said, "How come I'm worth
Come
that much,
on, no
Daddy?"
fair. Why are you more than me? Because I'm special. No, I'm a pirate too. Damn it. Does he already have his powers when Naruto and Sakura find him?
Yeah, and when they see his power, Sakura's jaw dropped.
I can see him
And
like itching his knuckles when they show up, and then the metal claws just burst out of his knuckles
yeah,
or between them. Like, whoa!
and then she said, "Where did you? How did you?" Wait. Then Naruto figured out. Shouldn't actually.
Son, did you eat a devil fruit? I think I did. Do you still have it? Yes.
Then he shows it to him, and then he yeah, and then he said, "This is not just any devil fruit. It's one of those Marvel fruits. I've been studying about devil fruits.
I was looking through Steven's book.
Yeah, they're called the Marvel. Those devil fruits are called the Marvel. devil fruits. They're the rarest devil fruits out there. I had the
You
fox.
should know. I mean, your mom ate one. Like I did. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
ate
You
one,
ate the Hulk fruit.
and I ate the fox fruit.
I'm guessing you ate the Wolverine fruit.
And then
I can see Wolverine. Huh. So this kid now has my mutation, huh?
yeah, then he says, "Guess I'm not alone."
I mean, I do have that clone of me.
But at least it has a
Do you think they test his healing factor?
yeah. Which shouldn't actually have the healing factor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got all of Wolverine's power. I mean, he'd have to have the healing factor if he's got the claws,
Yeah,
especially with the adamantium in him.
yeah.
Because maybe she gets like stabbed through and like it's fine, and they see it healing like in seconds.
Yeah. Would that make Sakura relieved?
Yeah, and sort of worried that he got hurt like that.
Yeah, that's true. And you know the meat dogs would they would they eat Brooke?
Oh, come on! I thought Dodger was enough. Why are you guys chasing me?
Yeah.
You're not taking all my bones apart.
Yep. I don't think I'm gonna have Dodger eat a devil fruit.
I mean, he's probably already an experiment from Vegapunk, so
Yeah. But we'll learn about that later.
unless he ate the super dog fruit, which made him
Yep.
basically crypto.
Yep. Did you watch the original Crypto? The
I've
Sean
seen
cartoon?
some episodes.
I thought it was kind of boring.
I enjoyed it for what it was.
It was kind of like a little kid's cartoon.
Yeah. I do like Ace the Bat Hound in it.
Yeah, Batman's dog. Did he have a dog in the comics?
I think so. I'd say what superhero didn't have a pet sidekick?
Yeah.
I mean, Beast would probably find those Marvel Devil Fruits to be amazing.
Yeah. But only at the cost of not being able to swim. I could see Beast and Rayleigh being friends.
Yeah. I wonder how smart is Beast compared to like Reed or Tony?
I don't know. I think Reed is probably the smartest Marvel hero.
He is, but he's also the dumbest too.
Yeah.
Smartest man alive, my ass.
Hmm.
Especially in
Yeah.
multiverse.
Yeah. Which that is
I'm
not
pretty
canon.
sure Reed is not that stupid to say that.
I agree. You know, when I watched that part in the movie, I was kind of excited to see Patrick Stewart as the professor again.
Pity he
Only
did
it was-
nothing.
Yeah, it was. That movie was just. I can't say it was terrible, but it wasn't good either.
No, it was basically just cameos galore.
Yeah, Deadpool 3 was that movie done
Deadpool
right.
3 did it better.
Yeah, I mean at least um Blade, Elektra, and Gambit did stuff,
Yeah.
and Johnny Storm was hilarious. It was funny when he was expected to say,
Avengers Assemble.
"Yeah." Then he said, "Flame on," and then he said, "Oh shit."
And I like the how if anyone was like, oh, I thought he was going to say language. That's his thing. Language? Which it's R rated, so that does not apply.
Yeah.
Is it weird hearing Johnny Storm say the F word in that movie?
It kind of was.
I mean, Blade can get away with it because his was actually rated R, so.
Yeah.
And Logan was too, so he gets a pass.
Yeah. You know what? Do you think we'll ever see a R-rated Batman movie someday?
I honestly thought the Pattinson one was going to be that.
I did too. I think it should have been.
The
But then
closest we
again,
have to an R-rated Batman is the director's cut of Batman v Superman and the Snyder cut Justice League,
yeah.
or any of the newer animated Batmans.
I don't see. I don't see how the Dark Knight wasn't rated R.
I mean, Arkham Knight got an M rating.
Yeah. I think they got an M rating because of that pig villain.
Then probably for that scene of Barbara offing herself,
Yeah, with
or
the
the
Joker.
hallucination.
Yeah, the Joker. The Joker was in front of her, censoring it, which is kind of funny, Which is why Mark Hamill's Joker is, in my opinion, the best Joker. He's the funniest and the creepiest.
Yeah, he gets the best balance of the two parts of the Joker.
Yeah. Well, I think Jack Nicholson was the funniest live action Joker.
He had his creepy moments too. Yeah, but Ledger was straight up creepy.
Yeah. So when we do Batman for our Christmas for Batman Returns combined, we'll do Tim Burton style ones.
Okay. So DeVito, Penguin, Nicholson, Joker.
Yeah. Only we're having Sasuke be the Joker. But
I
who would be the Penguin then?
don't know.
Kiba? Nah, he's not too evil. He's not that evil.
He's not short enough.
Yeah.
Maybe
It
just
doesn't have to be.
an actual penguin in it.
Yeah, we could do that. And it could be both Nicholson. It could be both Joker and Max Schreck. They're in
Yeah.
because I could see Max Schreck teaming up with the Joker during.
Maybe Joker betrays Shrek in the movie.
Yeah,
That way Sakura doesn't have to tase him.
yeah. I just love that scene where he says, "Bruce Wayne, why you dress
Why
up
you
like
dress
Batman?"
up like Batman?
Because he is Batman, you moron.
Was.
So anyway, and next month is also going to be the 10th anniversary of Naruto ending,
Yep, I know. Where did
and
that
I'm
go?
yeah, and you know what? I'm still not over it.
Nope, I'm not either. That's why anything new Naruto, I just refuse to buy.
Yeah, the only Naruto I might buy is if it's a shirt with either part one or part two Naruto, but that's it.
Yeah, same.
I am never buying anything Boruto.
I might check out that TMNT comic.
Yeah, you know what? It would be. It's not gonna. Probably not gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen, but it would be funny if they make a live action series and there Saku is canon in the end.
I still would not care.
I don't. Me neither.
The
But I would
damage is
laugh,
done.
huh?
The damage has been done.
Yeah. Is there any way to fix Naruto?
No, there's
Not
no
even.
way.
Not even rebooting the series.
It's Fubar.
Yeah. So might as well stick with our version of Naruto.
Yeah. First thing that's never going to happen is Kishi declaring he screwed up,
No.
which again is never going to happen.
I've seen I've seen Nomura admitting he hasn't admitted outright, but he had Kyrie battle back and remind, so that was his way of apologizing.
Yeah, Kishi's legacy's already in the gutter as it is, so
Yeah.
at least Toriyama left a legacy.
Yeah. Have you seen Dragon Ball Evolution though?
Nope, I refuse to watch that. The
Yeah,
most
me
I
too.
saw was the critics' review of it.
Yeah, and that parody he did was more faithful to anime than
Yeah, I'm surprised he even got Masako and Little Karibo to join him.
yeah. And Kyle Harbert as a cameo,
Yeah,
and John Bailey.
mostly because he sounds like Kyle Haybear.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm gone for like 5 seconds. You can replace me. Just shocking that that's the voice that comes out of Kiba and Gohan's mouth.
Yeah. I disagree. I disagree with him when what retrospect Greg said about it's Sasuke was kind of like was kind of like Bulma and Vegeta.
Vegeta and Bulma's Sasusaku done right.
Yeah. Would you say Zutara is Sasuke done right a little bit?
Somewhat.
Still not good.
I mean, Zuko actually tried to fix things.
Yeah.
Your Joker 2's not doing good.
I'm I'm not gonna see it.
I have no interest. I had no interest in the first movie either.
No, because in my opinion, a Joker movie without Batman is like Laurel without Hardy.
Well, technically, you don't even need an origin for the Joker.
Right.
And the closest thing he's got to one is Killing Joke.
Yeah. I mean, Lady Gaga really as Harley Quinn. I mean, she's a
I'm
fine.
surprised they didn't get Margot Robbie back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she's a fine actress. I'm not a fan of her music. I just don't think it fits her style.
I think I'm gonna use my money for better movies. Hopefully,
Yeah,
I'm hoping Venom 3 is actually good
me too.
because I was so let down by Carnage.
I still haven't seen that one.
You're not really missing much.
Good.
The only thing is that the last few minutes just tie into like No Way Home.
Yeah, I hope they give Tom Holland Spider-Man a final fair of swan song.
Yeah, whenever his last film is.
I mean, No Way Home was probably the perfect ending, though. Good.
Yeah. I heard Garfield's in talks with trying to get back as his Peter.
I heard Toby was too. Of course, those are rumors. I think I think we should see Spider-Man one last time. It would be a good send-off.
I mean, maybe Secret Wars might do that.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll make fun of One More Day. Like they have Mephisto and Peter says piss off.
Like, go, like, don't, not gonna deal with you.
Yeah, I doubt Aunt May would want him to trade his marriage.
No.
Here's how One More Day should have ended. May says it's okay. Don't trade away your marriage. You love Mary Jane. But Marvel wanted a single Spider-Man.
Look how well that's turned out for them since it happened.
Yeah. I mean, I think having Spider-Man being married is more interesting than what they're doing.
Yeah. You know, when they're actually allowed to be married to somebody.
Yeah. And Mayday Parker would have been a good would have would have been a good pupil for Peter to be Spider-Man.
Yeah. I mean, Lois and Clark didn't have to go through any of this.
Yeah,
Barry
are they still
Irish didn't.
right? Are they married in the comics, Lois and Clark?
I'm not sure.
I don't follow comic.
See, the one here on DC who can't get married is Batman.
Right.
Unless you're talking about an alternate universe one where he married Selena.
Yeah, and it was all thanks to the Mad Hatter.
No, there's actually a comic universe where he was married and had a daughter.
Oh, I was thinking about the animated series.
Oh, no, not Perchance to Dream.
Yeah, which was Kevin Conroy's favorite episode. This past September was the 50th anniversary of Arkham Asylum.
Really?
Yeah. I might play it later. I'm trying to 100% Arkham Knight.
Yeah, but City is still the best.
Yep. It was a good. It was probably a fitting ending for the Joker.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna end this. Okay.
All right. I'll see you next week.
Bye.